Hey guys, welcome to Samco Workshop. Today we're going to talk about this dude right here, hammer drill. Okay, an affordable version of it that's doing a fantastic job for me. Harbor Freight again. You know what you need a hammer drill for basically is to drill into concrete. And some videos say that you don't, and that's what I was reading. You could do it with a regular drill, half-inch drill. So I thought, okay, I don't need to buy one. I can drill through this, is like I see in some of the videos. And you know what? There was no possible way. Now, the concrete that I have over here, this slab that I built this second garage on, is this 12 by 20 slab that was there. It's probably somewhere between 50 and 60 years old. I'm guessing the house is 110 years old, and that slab was one time a building, and then they took that building down, and we didn't even know that slab was there until we started scraping dirt away and found the slab. So that slab it's in perfect condition, but it's old, and it's when concrete was made differently. This stuff today is much softer, much less rock, and maybe today if you had a new pad poured, you could probably drill through with something like this, maybe. But even so, probably a lot more exhausting to do when you got to put anchor bolts in. But anything you're going to be drilling into rock, concrete, masonry, any of that kind of stuff, brick, a hammer drill just makes life easier. So I was skeptical at first, and I thought, well, I'll just try it with my regular half-inch drill, and I got absolutely nowhere. I mean, I got nowhere. I barely even got a quarter inch into this stuff after going for like 7 straight 8 minutes and pushing with all my might. I got nowhere. So I thought, all right, I'm going to go buy a hammer drill. So I did. This is what we bought. I looked online, found great, and again, I went to Harbor Freight. I love Harbor Freight, and this is what we ended up with right here. $39.99. Okay, $39.99 for a hammer drill, and it's a 7.5 amp, 2800 RPM. It just works like a champ. It's got your guide on there too as well, which I have in my drawer, but you can put a guide on there, a depth gauge. That's what this bar you see is, so you don't go too deep. It's a depth gauge you can put on there. But so here it is right here. It is simple. It is efficient. It is not much bigger, as you can see, than my regular half-inch drill. Okay, I mean, they're almost about the same size. And this one's got 2 features. Hammer mode, put it over there. Flip it this way, regular drill mode. Okay, selector switch. Regular drilling, hammer drilling. Okay, it's like it's 2-in-1 and does it all. So it's a fantastic feature. But like I said, not much different in size than the half-inch drill I already have. And, you know, it's got a little key holder right here, which is really nice. Just a rubber grommet right here that's going to keep that in there so you don't lose your key for your chuck. And then you got a grip on here that is adjustable, so you can slide this off if you don't want it on, quick and easy. And you can also position this wherever you want it to be on here. You can put it anywhere you want and just give it a couple cranks to lock it down. So it's really nice for whatever you're trying to do with it, to put it wherever you want it to be and have it locked in. So very functional, very quality drill. The difference is I can get through one now. I can drill these holes, which I'm going 3 inches into concrete, through a 2x4, a treated 2x4, and 3 inches into concrete. And I can do it about a minute with one of these now, with this drill. Same bit, but it takes me about a minute to get through 3 inches of concrete, old 50, 60-year-old concrete, where this I did for, like I said, 7 to 8 minutes straight, and I didn't even get a quarter inch in there. So hammer drill, really worth it. And again, for the money, for $39, you just can't beat that. Now, when it comes to drilling into concrete, there are a couple different bit options here for you too. And this is worth noting, because this was a big deal for me. This cost me money. I ended up wasting money. But when it comes to your bits, I originally bought this. Now, I don't know who made it. Teton or something. I don't know. It started with a T. I don't have the thing around here. But this bit here, see how it's got these weird notches in here? This is for a special drill, like a hammer rotary drill. And it's designed to be that way for those kind of chucks. This does not fit in my drills whatsoever without wobbling. Okay, it was horrible to get it to even try and stay in there. You almost had to try and land on these lands. It does not work in either one of these very good at all. I did try it a few times, like I could get it to bite just on the edges after working with it and start drilling a little bit, and then it was just a nightmare. It was a pain. It was a waste of $18 because it will not work with these chucks. Now, a standard one like you're seeing here, this one works like a champ. It's got the flats on there, and this one is working awesome. This is a Bosch one. You can see my tape marks on there for my depth, okay, for my depth gauge. I just did that, but this one here, like I said, you know, just I couldn't even get it to work. I'm actually showed it for the video, and now I'm gonna just pitch it, throw it in the garbage. This one was $1 less and has the right setup, but make sure if you're not running those special SDS drills and you're running a regular drill, that you get the right kind of you know, drill bit with the right chuck on them. They're both basically the same thing as far as carbide tips, you know, and that kind of thing, and what they're doing in here. You know, that, but like I said, this one barely got a chance to try it because the chuck sucks the way it mounts in there. But these ones work perfect. You just slide them right in. Drop it right in. It bites really good. Lock that down. Take your key and just spin her in, and you are set. That's all there is to it. Get it good and tight. You're done, and you're ready to roll. And I will show you some footage of this being drilled with this, and show you how well this thing works here in just a minute from last night when I was drilling all those holes to anchor it. But the thing just works incredible. You know, forward, backwards, got everything you want on a drill. Affordable, simple, functional, and but that hammer factor. When you get this thing rolling on a hammer, it's like a little jackhammer, and it just plows its way through there. The difference between this and this was incredible. I've never seen anything like it. I've never owned or used a hammer drill before, but I'm telling you, this was absolutely phenomenal. And for the money, very affordable. This is the actual bit that I ended up using, and it's been working incredible. We've done 7 holes with it already, 3 inches deep in concrete, and we're still going. So that's what we're after right there. So you can see that, kind of catch on it. But actually, I'll pull this right off so you can see this. But that's what it was, a Bosch 1/2 inch. And that's the drill bit that we use. That's what this is. And but it's been working fantastic. Still going strong. The drill's absolutely amazing. Can't say enough good things about it. And like I said, you're getting a lot of power for the money when you compared the other models that were out there. You know, first, you know, I could have bought one in a DeWalt or something, which you guys know I like quality tools, but Harbor Freight is quality tools. I love this stuff, and for how very rarely I will actually need a hammer drill, the $40 was well worth it. And I will have this, and now not only can I use it, I can lend it out to friends and neighbors when they need it, and it was worth owning and worth buying, especially for this project I'm doing. So, little tip for you, and a quality hammer drill at a dirt cheap price for us do-it-yourself homeowner kind of guys, things like that. Works incredible. And just give it a minute, let it cool down, just so we don't overheat the bit. But we're already halfway there. 50-year-old concrete here, probably, maybe even longer. I don't know. This stuff is just insane, and it's chewing right through it like a champ. This hammer drill is making all the difference. Let that bit cool down for a second so we don't ruin it, because we got a bunch of these to do. We'll come back in a minute and finish. All right, we're gonna finish her back up. We're gonna let it cool again for a minute. Probably don't need to do this, but I am. I'm just gonna, like I said, run it, let it cool for 5 minutes, keep going. I just want to try to save my bit. so that they're 17, 18 bucks a piece. I don't want to have to burn a bunch of them up. So I'm very happy running it for a few seconds. Starts getting hot in there. It's mainly the wood smoking, but still I don't want to burn the bit up. So we're going to just give it a minute, use it again. All right, here we go again. That's it, like a champ, you know. And so I did it 3 times, but overall it probably took a minute, an actual minute of drilling time to get all the way down that thing. And now we're gonna put in our tie. You grab one of them. Now the reason that we went in as deep as we did is because we need to use these right here, okay? And we don't need all 7 inches, but we need, it says on there you need 2 3/4 inches of depth. So that key is for us. I can get them any length and I can cut it off, so that's not a problem. But I wanted to make sure that I had the depth, and I'll show you these inside. But see, they got this end here that's going to be a flare when it goes in. So you put this in here, go ahead, stick your nut on, because you're not going to worry about it again. And then we're going to pound this in with a hammer, regular hammer. It's going to drop right in. And we're going to get this through the 2x4 and right down into our setup down there. Go right into concrete. And that's it. Then when I tighten this up and I lock this down, it's going to pull that collar up and make it easier for me, which I'm not going to do yet. I will, but I'm going to get these all drilled. But that's it. This hammer drill screams. I love how simple and easy. Go from regular drilling to other, you know, to whatever you want. Clamp can be adjusted any place you want it to be. For these, I kind of want it right here. And, you know, hammer mode, regular mode. Just doesn't get any easier. This bit's been phenomenal. But see, I can even touch that. I don't want to overheat that. So we're keeping it cool. So, all right, that goes to show you part. Now we'll, like I said, you'll see more when we get in the shop here where we got more light. I actually, my buddy Joe, he works for me for my photography, but he also has a construction business. And I was telling him I bought this. And he said, you know what? I have the same one. I bought it about 6 years ago. And I've probably used it to anchor in probably about 150 to 200 concrete anchor bolts since I've got it. He said it still runs strong today. So he says, and when it dies, I'll replace it with this. He said I won't even go to something more expensive because with something like a hammer drill, as often as you use it, and I've got, like I said, many years out of mine, this is the way to go. So, you know, fantastic. Can't argue with that one bit. Harbor Freight, again for the win. Bauer, again for the win. Fantastic unit, and it does the job well. Thanks for watching.